Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to ollie off of a kicker ramp. This was a really requested video after I did the Ninja Kick Ollies video. And so yeah, here I am today to explain to you how to ollie off a kicker. So at first I was like, how do you ollie off a kicker? Basically you learn to ollie and then you ollie off a kicker. But you know, there's actually a few tips and a few little tricks that I'm going to give you to help make this a little better. So the kicker we're using today, it's just a really cheap kicker ramp, and I actually bought it at Toys R Us. I don't remember how much it cost, but I know it was pretty cheap. So just so you understand, this is not like a high quality piece of equipment. It's a plastic ramp, and you have to be careful with it. The first thing you have to be careful with is you have to put it on a ground that's not too slippery, because sometimes the ramp will slide. So that's the first thing. The ramp has to be on a pretty not like too coarse of a ground, not too like rough of a ground, but it needs to be enough to where it's not gonna slide. And obviously if there's a crack that you can put the back of the ramp up to, that would be great too, because then it's not going to push forward. So sometimes these ramps that aren't the greatest built, they're kind of scary just because the ramp itself is a little dangerous. The other thing about these ramps is that the front of them can kind of get warped and pop up. So sometimes your wheel is coming over, your wheel's like chugging along and it hits that and it pushes the ramp, or it's so high that you just stop and fall forward. So that's another thing you have to watch out for. So other than like the equipment of the ramp, the speed at which you approach the ramp is going to be a really big factor in this. So before you even get ready to like bust some ollies off of this thing, just ride off of it. Ride off of it a whole bunch of times. Don't try and ollie, don't try and do anything. Just ride off of it. And this is also the step where you can make sure the ramp is not gonna slide away. Because you can imagine if you're skating at a ramp and you go to pop an ollie and the ramp slides, you're gonna be like, wah, dead. So make sure that doesn't occur. So in order to make sure that doesn't occur, just ride off of it a whole bunch of times. Now the next thing is the timing of your ollie on the ramp. It's really weird at first, and sometimes it feels really weird because you're going and the ramp is so fast. So you're kind of like, ugh, it just kind of jolts you and throws you a little bit. So what I try and think with is almost popping a little bit early. Like you actually do pop at the right point, but it feels almost like you're like popping before you should. And so then you're gonna pop, and then you're gonna lift up your legs just like you would a normal ollie. Try and suck your legs up to your chest like that to get your feet nice and high. And that's another just like motion that you can do. As you suck your knees up like this, you're also gonna be pushing forward like that. That was covered super thoroughly in the Ninja Kick Ollie video, so you can definitely check out that specific part of it there. But yeah, for the ramp, you're gonna wanna practice at various different speeds. Start out going kind of slow and then build yourself up with more and more speed. And when you first start ollieing off of this thing, you're just gonna do little ollies. Just practice little pops. And then you can get into higher and higher and higher. And once you're comfortable approaching the ramp at a good amount of speed, then you can come with a good amount of speed, and you should have by now gotten pretty used to where you're going to pop and how it's going to throw you. And then you'll pop up, suck your legs up, and then bring it down. Now there are some ramps that are just like a flat ramp like that, and if you have one of those, that's definitely a lot easier to start with. So this ramp, it obviously has that gradual incline, that slope. So in that way, it kind of shoots you straight up into the air more because the ramp goes like this. So definitely if you have one of those, I recommend starting out on that, and that's gonna help you out a ton. So another thing about ollieing off the kicker ramp is that you wanna be like bending down, and then you wanna start coming up as you're going up the ramp, so then you can pop. Like it's all about your weight distribution. So if you're bending down, and then as you come up, you're beginning to like go up, you're beginning your ollie, right? Because then you're going to push straight down and you're gonna go straight up. And that way you can ollie off of it. So if you're going and you're gonna push that way, that's where the ramp is going to slide on you. So it's very important that you're like bending down and you're coming up here, and then you pop straight down, because then you're pushing the ramp down into the ground. And that's where you can get like a real nice pop, a real nice ollie off of it. So yeah, again, it's real important just to ride off of it a bunch of times and then do some little ollies. On some of those ones I was trying to ollie really early, like right here, just to show you that that's a practice step. And then you can go from ollieing there to closer to the top and popping straight down, you will get a higher ollie. That really is all there is to ollieing off of a kicker ramp. So I hope you guys learn this one fast. I hope you learn it well, and I hope you have a ton of fun on it. Thanks a lot for watching. Please click that subscribe button, click the like button, and leave your comment below. If there's a certain part of a trick or a certain trick you want to learn, let me know in the comment and I'll get to it, just like I got to this video. Thanks again. You guys are the best.